Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonride. This is Dave, and we are channeling the man in the moon today. So I'm just looking at all the crazy headlines. You know, it seems like every 30 seconds we have a new crazy headline. All of it looks really positive in terms of moving away from Trump. But I do want to know what is going to happen next in terms of this impeachment. I know today they just announced the rules. But I would like to see how's this impeachment going to roll out, and let's see if Man in the Moon has any answers for us. Okay. So, Spirit, how will this roll out? What should we expect in terms of major events here? So, I'm seeing some of the cast of characters that have already testified. They haven't testified openly yet, and I'm seeing that testimony becoming open, and as it opens up, really being very important, captivating a lot of people's attention. It's pretty devastating stuff with the Republicans. Once this is made public, once they say what they know publicly, it will be very difficult for Republicans to undermine them. First of all, they're not famous people. They're just regular people doing regular jobs. So it's hard to attack them personally because they don't have a persona to attack. Hmm. Today's guy, who's the military guy who was, I think he was born in Ukraine or Russia. I forget his name at the moment, Vinny or something. In any case, he will be a significant guy. His testimony is very convincing. You know, he's going to show up in his uniform. It's going to be pretty hard to attack him. I get that this will be a devastating blow. I also get that there's Bolton. Bolton will be another devastating blow. And you know, when Republicans try to fight with him, he'll fight right back. You know, he's been on Fox News more than they have, so he's pretty good at, arguing. So there's Bolton. Anyone else? I think this is the ambassador, the woman ambassador Yovanovitch, I think. She seems to be doing really well. I guess the overall point here is that this new batch of people who are reporting on him are not famous people. They're people that nobody knows. So it's going to be much more useful in terms of what they say. It doesn't appear that what they're saying has any political motivation. It appears what they are saying just looks very real to the regular person. And that is significant. The Republicans are kind of looking down at their papers, wondering what to do. Understand this is a really bad situation for Republicans. If you support Trump, this could get a lot worse, and you'll lose. If you don't support Trump, then you're a traitor to Trump, and you'll lose. So it's really bad for Republicans. And they're just watching their numbers drop. And I am getting a 61 number. 61, I'm thinking, is the support for the impeachment. As things grow, might even get higher. Might even get to 71. That as this happens, as these people are moving in this direction, Lena Rodriguez has pointed out, look, Dave, if they don't hit 60%, probably they won't kick him out. But after 60%, it's her belief that if 60% of Americans want him gone, they will, they might well impeach him. I'm thinking maybe the 61% is because it's achieved that threshold, and it might get even higher. I do see people protesting. There are good arguments for the fact that we should all hit the streets and protest the president right after the rules are announced, or maybe, I know the rules were just announced today, maybe we're going to protest during significant events this time, maybe as it's being served to the Democrats for the impeachment, is when we'll really hit the streets. I do see a lot of people hitting the streets, and I do see a bit of confusion. It's very fraught. This time we're hitting the streets. It's going to be tricky, not because of the, not because of the cause. It's just that there's a lot of ambiguous elements going on around the protesters. I'm a little worried about safety. I feel like they are worried about their safety, and that could all be the only thing. It's just that they're afraid, and so maybe less people show up. It's going to require a lot of courage. This is going to be very, very heavy stuff. The next section here is going to be heavy. We are going to have to go protest. I see one of those Republicans that really supports Trump. I think it's Mark Meadows. And I see him alone on a stage. And he's speaking alone on stage. He's speaking to an audience, and they are not receiving his message very well. And I mean, it seems almost like they're rioting. Like he might, like, for his own safety, need to leave the stage. That's how he's being received. I don't know. I mean, could Jim Jordan be facing prison time? Because I see Jim Jordan and I see, it's like he's in prison. I see bars. I know a lot of unethical things that he has done. I don't know if something that he did is illegal or not. I think it should be illegal, some of the things that he's done. He knew about the child abuse going on when he was a gym coach. And but I didn't know that was illegal. I don't know if there's something specifically illegal. Maybe this is a new thing, but he looks like he's behind bars. Man, and look at Pelosi go. She's got the, sword of justice in her hand. She seems very happy about this. It's about time. Interesting how everything evolved to put a good deal of power in a woman's hands. That's really significant. Understand that this is a change in our whole universe. Things are changing. And it is becoming more of a balanced, we're moving into a state that's closer to balance. Pelosi's really effective with the sword. I see her breaking chains. So it's almost like they're locked into a certain way with the Republicans. She's in front of them. They're all in a row. She breaks the chain. Something she does is important in breaking the deadlock of the Republican Party. One thing is that she is still fairly approachable. Trump's getting really mad. Believe me, we don't see this on TV, but in the White House where Trump resides, he's a screaming, ranting child. He's like a person in perpetual mode of temper tantrum. Everybody is terrified. Everybody's afraid. They're afraid of him. They're afraid of what's going to happen as a consequence of him. They're afraid to go into the room where he's there because he'll lash out at them. It's a mess. I mean, it's a sort of purgatory place. But understand, we don't see this. But Trump is greatly affected when he's booed at the baseball game. That really upsets the heck out of him because he knows where this is going. It's going towards impeachment. It's going towards imprisonment. And believe me, his kids have read the writing on the wall. They already know where this is going. You notice you don't see those guys in the news very much. They are backing out as much as possible, trying to figure out a way to survive this. And they're having trouble figuring out a way to survive this. I get them looking at prison too. So, is there any other significant events in the world that will change? There's a boat, there's a ship somewhere. It's an American ship, and something will happen to it. It's an American ship, and it's in a bay. It's not far from land. I can't quite tell where the land is. It's an American vessel. That's a like a Navy vessel. Yeah, and something happens. Like there's some kind of like not like it's going to be destroyed, but maybe it's going to be attacked. Or I keep seeing these like kind of almost like fire bombs nearby it. I think maybe the ship is something happens to this ship, but it's not destroyed. It's just like small fire or something. Hmm. Yeah, the people who are attacking it seem to be on the coast of a country, and I can't tell. Hmm, can't tell what country. Might be it might be that it's a Middle Eastern country. That's what the residents look like, is Middle Easterners, but it's not entirely clear. Yeah, I don't know where this place is, but understand that this will have some very bad consequences. It's something that Trump again will be served up a national crisis, and he will bungle it because he doesn't really understand the nature of what he's doing. He will bungle it again, and again he'll try to blame the newspaper for reporting the truth. You can only do that so many times. Okay, thanks so much for watching.